everywhere in our gold, wherever you are. The cross flicked on. It's going to come through to Mateus Nunes right inside of the box. Smash it! Oh my word! Oh, are you kidding me? What a first goal for the club for Mateus Nunes, who has just scored something out of this world. Kilman, lovely ball, spotting the run of Semedo down the right hand side. Wolves need some players in the penalty area. Semedo's cross took a little deflection. It's going to come here for Hee-Chan Wang. Brilliant charge down. Cunha. Wang! Yeah! Wolves lead again! Wolves lead again! Hee-Chan Wang! And Molyneux erupts. Sarabia's through ball. Lamina! Oh! Mario Lamina! Mario Lamina! Mario Lamina! He surely won the game! There are substitutes running on the pitch! There is pure pandemonium at Molyneux! Cunha left hand side of the box. He's cut inside. He strikes it! Oh my goodness me! That's incredible! Mateus Cunha with one of the goals of the season! Cunha against Cody in a one-on-one up towards the edge of the box. Support from Rodrigo Gomez. Oh, that is beautiful! It's his moment. Andre on the turn. Andre deflected. Oh! Andre, the Brazilian, with his first ever goal for Wolves. Into the area. Doherty to strike it. Into the bottom corner, left-footed to St. Molyneux. It's a sheer pandemonium. This is unbelievable. It's incredible. It's remarkable. It's a Christmas miracle. This just doesn't happen. 2-0 down against the champions to 3-2 up with 30 seconds to go. These are the greatest Wolves days of my lifetime. It's Matchday Live. We are at Turf Moor. It's Burnley against Wolves, and the teams are out next.
Line on the 5th day, sunrise where the kids play. Time slips through the hourglass. Growth comes as the hours pass. Wind blows and the trees sway. Eagle eyes as the birds pray. Time's pass at the sun pours. Make the most, you can't have more. 5th day at the first light. Early start from late nights. In dark times we stay bright. Hold us down, we take flight. Deep breath where the air's fresh. Don't be scared, take the first step. Take charge, it's a new chance. Lead the line, it's your dance. Green like gold. In darkness we glow. Through the pain we grow. They don't seek what we know. You don't eat if you're slow. You don't reap what you sow. I had the rose to the curb. This is green like gold. Let's go. Green light. Start the day, we watch the sunrise. Green light. We enter new days and head to the sky. Green light. If God loves to try, then we have to try. Green light. Spread your wings, it's your time to fly. Green light. Start the day, we watch the sunrise. Green light. We enter new days and head to the sky. Green light. If God loves to try, then we have to try. Green light. Spread your wings, it's your time to fly. We'll set you free. It's the start. You have to find your way. Let's go.
Welcome, monsters, and welcome back home to turn 4, Burnley!
The last dance, two relegated sides meeting on the final day for only the second time in Premier League history. Wolves, one of only two teams in Europe's Big Five leagues yet to win away. Burnley, winless in 14 at home. Only Rob Edwards' side have failed to score in more games than the Clarets this year, with the home side having the fewest shots, fewest on target, and the lowest XG, all of which suggests this could be one to forget. And yet, there is still something worth playing for. Having spent 266 consecutive days bottom of the table, an old gold win, their first in 8 games, would lift them to the glorious heights of 19th and condemn Mike Jackson's team to the dreaded 20th. It's a beautiful, sunny, cloudless day in Lancashire amongst the rolling green hills of this part of Burnley for two of the most famous names in the game. Memories flooding back of historic meetings of the past, including a little match at Wembley in 1988, which may come up at some point in commentary over the next hour or so. So Wolves make one change from the side that started last time out against Fulham. No João Gomez. Angel Gomez comes in to take his place. One change too for Burnley. Maxim Estev misses out. Bashir Humphreys comes into the back line. Home side have Max Weiss in goal. Kyle Walker, Axel Tunzebi, Bashir Humphreys and Lucas Pires the back four. Florentino, Leslie Gachukwu and Hannibal in midfield. Laum Chowner and Jaden Anthony either side of Zion Fleming up top. Wolves with Jose Sarr in goal. Jose Mosquera, Santi Bueno, Ladislav Kletchi, David Moller-Wolf, Rodrigo Gomez, Angel Gomez, Andre fresh from signing that new deal, and Mateus Mane, with Adam Armstrong and Hee-Chan Wang, the two most advanced. On the bench, Martin Dubravka, Jakob Brun Larsen, Marcus Edwards, Connor Roberts, Halimar Ekdal, James Ward-Prowse, Zeki M. Downey, Josh Laurent and Ashley Barnes for Burnley, Dan Bentley, Hugo Bueno, Tolu, Pedro Lima, Totti, Jackson Chatua, Tom Adozie, and then potential Premier League debuts for Ethan Sutherland and Jerome Abbey, who could become Wolves' youngest player in the Premier League era. I'm Mikey Burrows, and for one final time, alongside the Hall of Famer and the saviour, Andy Thompson.
You've been listening to Niles too long. Yes, last game of the season. Sellock's been a tough season this year, bottom of the league, but as you've mentioned, there's something to play for. A win would take us off the bottom, and that's what we're hoping. We're hoping for that win. So fingers crossed that we get it right today.
Bottom of the table since August 31st. Overall, bottom for 272 days this season, and yet the final day could be such a bizarrely glorious moment. Someone get the open top bus tour ready, if they can pull it off.
2-0.
Well, somebody asked me for my prediction on social media on the way up here, and I said it would be Burnley 3, Wolves 8.
Should be a good game.
And we are underway at Turf Moor with Wolves in their gold shirts, black shorts and gold socks, playing from right to left as we look at it. An early chance here for Armstrong in behind, right inside of the penalty area. Needs a little bit of support. Left foot cross from him is a bit deep. Wang will give chase, but Kyle Walker trying to see the ball out of play. Wang trying to steal it from him. South Korean has done so and then goes down.
Brilliant.
Wolves free kick just outside the left-hand side of the penalty area.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of Kyle Walker thinking that Hee-Chan was not going to get the ball off him and he could just shield it out. But brilliant play from him, Hee-Chan. So look, he's just basically just run round him, got the ball and ended up getting the foul. But yeah, and so look, it was I think Kyle Walker was trying to use some of the experience, but Hee-Chan was just a little bit too clever for him on that occasion.
So less than a minute gone at Turf Moor. Burnley in their claret shirts, white shorts and light blue socks. Wolves are attacking the end, the Jimmy McElroy stand, which is the opposite end to where the Wolves supporters are in the Barnfield construction stand, with a cricket match going on behind them. Mateus Mane stood over the ball. Plenty of options to aim for. Went in low to the near post, headed away by Fleming. Angel Gomez back wide for Mane. Chase it down to the left-hand corner flag and plays it out of play off Lucas Pires for a Wolves corner.
Yeah, Mateus Mane there, I think he picked the wrong option. He was trying to whip it in and he never got it past that firm man. I think for there, he's got to put it into an area. He's trying to put his whip round it, what he does when he tries to get his foot round it.
Mane right-footed from the left-hand side, flicked on by Armstrong at the near post. Bounced awkwardly for Mosquera. Santi collects it just outside the right-hand side of the box. Attempted low cross in, deflects off Jaden Anthony. It's another Wolves corner. Yeah. We've only played 2 minutes and it's been all Wolves pressure.
Well, we were 2-0 down at Brighton at this stage. So it's a good start for us.
Oh, saving their best football for last here.
There we go, mate.
38 games into the campaign. We're bound to find form at some point. Mane right-footed from the right-hand side this time. And that was
a
stooping header by Krejci.
It looked
There's players swarming around the official who's given a goal kick.
Well, I thought he'd come off the Burnley player, but it looked like handball.
Well, question will be asked here. Andrew Kitchen is the man in charge. Konstantin Hatzidakis is the VAR who can take a look at it. It's Krejci stooping, and there is an arm out there, and it does hit it.
Well, I don't think he's given it. Well, I don't think they've finished. Well, that's handball. We're quite lucky.
Oh, they're going to go and have a look at the screen here.
I think that's handball. He's been told to go and have a look at the screen. Why can't he just say it's handball?
Well, his arm is out.
His arm's out.
It's close, but his arm is out, and I don't think you can say that's a natural position.
No, it's not. His arm's up. I'll put it this way. I've seen penalties given for less than that this year.
see it on the replay on our screen again. I think the question is, that header looks like it's going to be on target. They're showing an angle from low down inside the goal, I think to suggest to the referee that that's going to be on target. Clearly the home fans are not big supporters. Neither are we.
I think they're a lot. It's the first time that they're going to agree with us. I think he's giving a penalty.
Here we go. Penalty Wolves. Apologies for any fruity language that you might have picked up from the fans in front of us.
I've told you not to keep swearing.
So Adam Armstrong has the ball in hand. May not be a moment to have any children listening to us. Armstrong then against Max Weiss to step up right-footed in the sunshine at Turf Moor to give Wolves an early lead in the battle at the bottom. Referee paces out, blows his whistle. Armstrong sets up, sends the keeper the wrong way, and Adam Armstrong gives Wolves the lead. Max Weiss dived right. The ball went to his left. It's a beautiful finish from the penalty spot. It's Burnley 0, Wolves 1.
Well, how many times this year and VAR gone against us, and it's come on helped us on this one. Well, so I don't think the fans just in front of us are too happy with the decision. Neither would we be, but it is what it is. And as it was given, as it was seen, I thought it was a penalty. As soon as I saw the replay.
Doesn't help that Adam Armstrong is a former Bolton and Blackburn player.
They're popular then as well.
So Wolves lead early on the final day. And as it stands, we're off the bottom. There's a long way to go. Mane clearing towards halfway. Mane putting some pressure on Ogachukwu. Burnley eventually turn and clear it forwards. No touch in field. When it comes to Hannibal, read by Mosquera, who tries to run it to the halfway line himself and overran the ball. Kyle Walker playing it in field to Tuanzebe. Ogachukwu for Humphreys. It's the left-hand side. Lucas Pires back in field to Ogachukwu. I'm hoping both teams just go for it from here on in. Well, they got to lose. As Muller Wolf takes the ball away from Chalmer. Here's to halfway. Kyle Walker slipping, but just about keeps it in on the right-hand touchline. Here come Burnley down their left-hand side. Jayden Anthony. And for a decent ball in. It was too high for Fleming, headed away by Wolf. Comes out to Walker. Now put back in by Chalmer. Dangerous delivery to the far post, but it bounces harmlessly behind for a goal kick. Anthony couldn't quite reach it.
Yeah, that's the ball. We've got to be careful of. He's coming in on his left foot. He's making sure that we either picking up and making sure that you're staying tight, or you stay at the stop the cross. We've had that done to us so many times and we've ended up conceding. Got to be switched on.
David says makes a change for us, getting a VAR decision. You can probably tell that the fellow in front of us not very happy with life at the moment. Still, summer's here. Holidays are coming up. Weather's nice for a couple of days for the bank holiday.
And you've got your legs out.
Got my shorts on. Comical difference in my pasty white legs and Tomo's permatan. That's a foul by Andre. About 10, 15 yards inside the ball's half on Jaden Anthony to the right of centre as Burnley look downfield.
And about 10, 15 different shades of colour between me and you.
Like when you go into a hardware store and you've just got the paint swatches
On the
going
mahogany.
down. Tomo is a rich mahogany. Chestnut. Jaden Nancy takes the free kick short. Kyle Walker trying to stand it up to the far side of the penalty area. It's put back into the danger zone and harmlessly into Jose Sarr's waiting arms at the near post.
Yeah, and that's not great either. So look, the player at the back post free. Fortunate to get away with that when it's just gone straight to Sarr's hands. But one, you've got to try and put a little bit more pressure on the supply, but also make sure that we try and pick them up as well.
Chukwu in possession for Burnley, trying to drive forwards on their inside left, crosses in. Santi, newly named player of the year, gets it away and drilled shot deflects off Santi and behind for a Burnley corner.
I know we 1-0 up, but we're still off it. We're still off we're giving them too much time and space on it. At the minute, they've started to build a lot of pressure after that first few minutes where we had some corners, we had some pressure, we got the goal. But they seem to be upping the pressure on us as well. Just to seem a little bit sharper again to that second ball.
Corner left-footed from the left-hand side. In the end where the Wolves supporters have filled just about 2/3. Low delivery in, turned away by Mane at the near post. Comes out as far as Anthony. His left-hand side to Chukwu. Backwards it went to Florentino. Switched out to Hannibal, who got underneath the ball there. It'll be a Wolves throw. Whether he lost it in the sunshine.
I think he must have. Because he's kind of ducked, so I think he lost it. And he probably thought he was aiming for his face, so he couldn't see it. Oh, he's jumped underneath it.
It was a big high crossfield ball. And he kind of just left it. As if he got a shout.
Wasn't from me or you, was it?
Sue says 2-1 for me today. So thank you for your lovely messages that are coming on WhatsApp and social media. Rob from Calgary said no editing before you read this out. As if I would
do that.
I'll just stop reading it.
Yeah, it's just blanket, mate.
Walker over the halfway line to Chukwu. Out to the right-hand side. Played on by Chalmer. Walker's quick, but not quick enough to reach that. Behind for a goal kick.
But again, Sal, it's a good job it did go out of play because I think it was He-Chan. I think Santi's having a go at him. A bit of tracking his runner. Nobody was with Walker at all. He was free.
Wang and Krejci both pointed at him as if, no, you take him, no, you take him.
If you don't hear a shout, you need to be staying with your runner. Unless you hear somebody shout to pass him on.
Rob just want to say thank you to you, Tomo, for last week in Sedgley with Bully.
Yeah, I met him. I said I'd mention him because he said he was in the Steve Ball stand, I think, for the game last week.
Can't believe you didn't buy him a pint, though. Paul. Did he buy you one?
No.
Oh. Times are tough, though, aren't they?
It is, mate. It was a good evening, though. We enjoyed it.
There's Walker. Switching the play for Humphreys. Up over the halfway line he goes. Ball worked out to the left-hand side by Lucas Pires. Florentino in field. Walker Trying to switch it out to the right hand side to Chalmer. And shown in field, trying to play a 1-2 with Hannibal. Wang got a foot in. Angel Gomez got there. He's going to get a second attempt to try and clear it. Finds Mane. Mane's wriggled his way through. Threading a needle. He got past two Burnley players. Up towards the edge of the box. Checking back in field on his left foot. Trying to curl an effort off the inside of the post. Wang trying to get there and he can't get his strike away on the edge of the penalty area. What a goal that would have been by Matheus Mane. He's ran the ball a good 40, 50 yards, curled one beautifully, and an inch more inside the post than it would have been a post and in.
Well, the keeper was getting nowhere near. He did absolutely brilliant initially, breaking from deep, but onto his left foot, curler.
Oh, does the keeper get fingertips to that? Max Weiss.
I don't know. The angle's pretty hard still to see, but a great effort from him. Yeah, he's one of the talents that have come through this year, hasn't he? So he's done well.
Here's Jesse Mosquera winning it back, fizzing it in towards Armstrong. Armstrong did all he could to get a touch to it. Mosquera going closing in. It's come off the Colombian and a goal kick.
There's your centre half, eh? A tricky winger up top end of the pitch. The most advanced. He hit a ball out to Armstrong and he had a little bit of venom on it, didn't he? For him to deal with, he could have took a little bit off it.
Yeah, all the best.
All the best.
All the best, Adam.
He absolutely ripped it into him. He done well to actually keep his leg aside when he knocked it back.
High ball from Burnley out to the left-hand side to Pires, who can't control it. So Wolves throw.
I'm glad Armstrong's got another goal, though. So he works hard. He's done well up there. I just think that the runs that he makes, that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's fair or we don't see it. But there's been times when we've even said, I know it's easier up here to see it, but how he runs across that back line, and he just needs that quality ball into him.
Ooh. Fella from Sky is right next to us. Careful, doesn't fall on you there, Tomo. It's perched on the edge of the gantry.
Is his name Carl Walker as well?
Oh, maybe.
I think it is. Got two here.
You got too much time on your hands watching
Sky Sports
News.
Yeah. I'm usually switching it off.
Richard wants to give a shout out to his mate Chris in North Wales, a fan since the mid-60s. Good to have you all with us. Here come Burnley down the left. Jaden Anthony twisting and turning. Left foot pull back. Ogachukwu shot charged down by Santi Bueno.
Yeah, that's the difference between having a natural right back defending. You've got Rodrigo Gomez, who works hard and does his best down there, but he's not a natural defender, is he? And just got done by the Burnley left winger.
There's Hannibal on the right-hand side for Burnley, and closed down by Wolf, midway inside the Wolves' half. Hannibal driving in field, but that pass was poor. Read by Mane. Mane out to the right-hand touchline, needs a bit of support. And tried to flick it off the Burnley man and get the throw, but it stayed in play. Hannibal on the turn, 30 yards from the Wolves' goal. Back from Anthony. And Florentino. Bit of a heavy pass for Walker. Comes out to the right-hand side, 5 yards in from the right-hand touchline, just over halfway. Stands a high ball across the centre circle for Humphreys. Now wide out to the left-hand side to Hannibal. Balls towards Jaden Anthony. It's it back from Hannibal. Able to turn and face up towards the Wolves' goal.
We're deep, aren't we? I'm just looking. We've got every player is in what? About 30 yards of our goal. So everybody's in our half. Every player apart from their goalkeeper.
Ogachukwu. Fleming got a touch. Hannibal kept it in. No, he didn't. Assistant referee says it's gone out of play.
Yeah, we've got a tendency to do that, haven't we? Drop off and go a little bit deeper and just make it hard for the opposition to break us down. But what it does is it invites them on. And they're getting a little bit too much time and space, allow them to put that delivery in there or that pass.
Rob says you were drinking the wine last week.
I A couple of glasses of wine, mate, yeah.
Oh, you're so fancy these days. Here's Krejci. The Santi. Going to knock it early and long up towards Armstrong. Bounced off to Nzabi. Needed a bit of backup there, Adam Armstrong. Loose pass forwards by Burnley, intercepted by Santi comfortably. Andre to Angel Gomez. Slips away from the challenger, Ugo Chukwu. Flicks the ball infield to Hwang. Now on to Mane, edge of the box. Didn't quite keep hold of possession.
I don't think it was a great ball to him from Wang, though. He had a couple of players around him, and he wasn't as precise as he wanted it.
Here's Hannibal. Fontino to Jaden Anthony. It was intercepted by Krejci. Mane, had his feet taken away from him by Ugo Chukwu.
If he could just stay on his feet there, Rodrigo Gomez was overlapping down that right-hand side. And I think Mane, Salah could sit him there. And he was just getting ready to do it and just had his legs taken from him. But there's been glimpses on there. I still think we get too deep at times when they've got possession of the ball, Burnley. But they've got something to hold on to.
There's Santi to knock it long down the left-hand side
ball.
for Wolf. It's going to stay in. Wolf getting towards the byline. Low cross in. Armstrong, he had a swing at it. Couldn't quite get the connection. Strong challenge though by Florentino. Beats Hee-Chan Wang to the ball. Driving up over halfway. Early one towards Fleming. Mosquera's gone chasing after it. Fleming being forced wide by Jose Mosquera. And it'll come all the way back to halfway to Humphries. Anthony infield to Perez, further back to Humphries. Walker for Hannibal. And the drive forwards, place it out to the left-hand side. Anthony need to run at Rodrigo, and his heavy pass is going to go all the way through to Jose Sarr. How about this, Tomo? Gary and Lincoln's been in touch. He says, my offer still stands. See you in the Imp and Angel pre the Lincoln game. Although he said, thank you for your service to our club commentating on the games. For me, the most memorable one was winning the playoff final against Sheffield United. It wasn't me. I was only 19.
That's made me giggle. All the times that you give me stick about the age and everything else.
Gary, I was 19. I watched it in a pub in Preston at uni.
He looks a lot older. He looks a lot older.
Probably was the great Bill Hatton. What a great man. Yeah, watched it in the pub at uni with mate Gitch. On the charge here for Rodrigo Gomez. Spice got across and kept it in.
He was close to getting on that. I think the defender just got a little bit of a touch on it.
So this is a free kick for Burnley inside their half. So my mate Gitch, he's proper broad Wolverhampton. And some of his mates, some of the broadest I've ever known. They came to visit us once at uni, and we were not far from here at Preston. Decided to have a curry at the end of the night out. Go in the curry house as the players go off for a drink, by the way, so you're not missing anything at this moment. And I've never had to translate for people before. But as the one guy turned around and went, we'll have a chicken bolchi and 4 big crisps, please, mate. And I was like, big crisps? Yeah, they're poppadoms. 4 big crisps. You know, I think they were gone. I mean, if anyone else is from Gornal,
That is black country, though, isn't
do
it?
you refer to poppadoms as big crisps in Gornal? All the players having a drink, by the way, over on the far side, watching the Burnley Cricket Club behind the Barnfield construction stand away to our right. Where the Wolves fans would have been enjoying a few beverages watching that earlier. Jimmy Anderson plays there from time to time.
Oh, still?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
That was his club.
Oh, wow. He's a Sir now, isn't he? Is he a Sir?
Is he?
I don't know. I was asking you. I don't know. Don't know. I'm sure you could Google search that. Might be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Sir James Michael Anderson.
Yeah, I thought he was. Much deserved, though.
Knight of the Realm.
Yeah. Well, services to cricket. Yeah, I thought he was. See, I do retain some information occasionally.
Well, as we know, you just sit there watching Sky Sports News all day. So no wonder you had that information to hand.
He wasn't on it, man.
He got the freedom of the borough of Burnley in December 2011.
I could see him on there with some sheep, mate, on the cricket ground.
Then in April 2025, he was knighted.
Yeah, as I said, much deserved.
Helen, who is now in Luton but is originally from Gornal, says yes. They do refer to poppadoms as big crisps in Gornal.
There you go. There you go. And they are big crisps then.
Them big crispy things. It's been more than 20 years and it's still stuck with me. Angel Gomez with a flick on over halfway. Carl Walker back in field to Tuanzebe. Burnley 0, Wolves 1. Gary says 19. That's hilarious, showing my age. Trying to show my age, Gary. Another high ball that's going to go out of play by Burnley.
Oh, that's 3 times they tried to switch play and over it all 3. Needs to take a 3 wood, Michael. We was talking about golf. He's using the driver all the time. Going too long.
Geordie says, I want to see fast and furious runs from Rodrigo Gomez. He should be fast like a Nissan Skyline R34. It's a very specific car.
And I'll put it, when we was at Tranmere, me and David Kelly, that was one of the cars that we had as when we had a car with Tranmere. That was one of the cars that we drove.
The Nissan Skyline?
Yeah. Oh, quick car. It was quick. A little bit too quick for myself. So I left it to Ned.
Always get themselves a soft free kick. Just a couple of yards to the centre circle. Hee Chan Wang brought down by Tuanzebe. Chance for Mane to try and lift it forwards. Mosquera, Krejci, Santi were all up there. Burnley trying to hold the defensive line a couple of yards outside the penalty area. Wolves have split it, so Krejci and Mosquera have come left. Santi's gone right. Armstrong and Wang through the middle. Mane's delivery towards Mosquera, who stooped and headed it goalwards, but comfortably behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, just needed pulling back rather than going towards the near post, which he couldn't get his head around it correctly, could he? Decent ball in a good area. Just a shame that he couldn't really get any anything towards the goal there. I'm just looking at the way Burnley are playing. They're just trying to go a little bit more direct, aren't they? They're using them diagonals, and they haven't hit them properly at the minute. Like I said, they've hit 3 out of play, but they're looking definitely for those diagonal balls.
Fleming's ball on. Wolf getting the better of Chalmer. Andre infield to Angel Gomez, gets it back. Tries to lift forward. Swang just helped that on, but it'll be intercepted by Pires. Rodrigo Gomez got a challenge in on him. Walker back to Tuanzebe. Burnley passing it around inside the centre circle, but in their own half. Chukwu, being pressured by Mane to Hannibal. Back into his own half to Walker. We've seen a lot of the ball in the opening period.
I'm just looking at the setup of Burnley as well. They're two wide men right out on the touchline. So there we go. There's another diagonal that just hit in.
Played 29 minutes. Wolves in front since minute 6. There's Mane turning over the halfway line. Tempted early ball for Armstrong. He tried to play it with the outside of his left boot, got it all wrong. And Armstrong charging down Humphrey's clearance. How to play for a throw.
Well, I don't think Humphreys knew Armstrong was there at the time. And he's just realised, and all of a sudden he's just kicked in. It's come off him. He's gone out for a throw into Burnley. But Mane was just trying to hit the ball into Armstrong's path.
Jordy wants to know what colour was the skyline.
Oh, I can't remember. It's been a long time.
You've had a lot of cars, to be fair. I mean, what colour was your Ford Model T?
Oh. You've been watching the historical channel, mate, have you?
Chalmer, infield to Hannibal. 30 yards from the Wolves goal. Back to it, though. Being forced backwards by Andre. Walker out to the right side to Chalmer again. Space to try and cross left-footed towards the far post. Mosquera heading it away. We've got Chukwu forwards again. Andre in with a challenge on Hannibal, who jumped up to his feet, played it wide. Jadon Anthony twisting and turning. Mosquera got the ball from him this time and then calmly leaves Chukwu on the floor. Drives past 2, then loses possession. Burnley fans desperate for their team to play it forwards as they go sideways. Chalmer on the right-hand side, back infield to Walker. Walker looking for the run of Fleming. Krejci at his back. Oh, Krejci has given that to Chalmer. Big, strong challenge by Andre. What an important tackle that was. Angel Gomez with the flick. Mane over the halfway line. Rodrigo Gomez racing to his right. Armstrong in space to his left. It's Mane who tries to strike it. Deflects off Humphreys for a corner.
I'm sorry, but he's got to be giving that to Rodrigo Gomez there. He's getting closed down, Mane. He's not happy at all, Rodrigo Gomez. He's just run 60 yards to overlap him. Oh, he's got to play him in. He's got to play him in.
And there were 2 waiting for a potential low cross.
That's the wrong decision for me. I know he wants to score. I know he's a striker, but you've got to do what's best. And that was the wrong option for me. Rodrigo Gomez was absolutely furious with him.
Corner right footed from the right-hand side, headed away by Tuanzebe. Hannibal gets his head to it. And then beats Angel Gomez to the ball, who jumped on top of him. Burnley free kick. Here comes Hwang over the halfway line. Can Wolves take advantage of the atmosphere and mood around Turf Moor? Krejci flicking the ball over Hannibal for Andre, just to the left of the centre circle in his own half. Played 32 minutes. Oh, then a clattering challenge in by Pires. By Chalner, I should say. Onto Mosquera. Wolves free kick out on the right-hand side, just short of halfway. Having had all that pressure in the opening couple of minutes that eventually forced the penalty, Wolves have got into good areas. That Mateus Mane curling effort off the inside of the post, but not a great deal else in the final third.
No, I've just watched another straight ball that Mosquera's trying to hit to Hee-chan. It's gone straight through to the keeper. That's where you've got to be better. And that'll be one of the things that you'd think about. That they're the ones that need to be worked on. They're the ones that have got to be decisive in the way that they play.
Mane Out to Wang, left-hand side of the box, low delivery in, blocked off by Tuanzebe for a Wolves corner.
Now it's good build-up, good play. Hee-chan is out there. He's got to miss that first man, I think. He's got to. Adam Armstrong has run to the near post, and he's say like he just needs a ball in there.
Alan.
I got it right at the end though.
Mane. Alan waiting for it in the 6-yard box. Too high for him. It wasn't too high for Mosquera. His header though.
Yeah.
It's been given us another corner. He's got his head in his hands.
Well, he thinks he should have scored, I think. He had a great opportunity last week as well, didn't he?
Does he head that onto the top of Tuanzebe?
He had a free header last week, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
He did.
He headed it right onto the top of the head of Axel Tuanzebe. Mane able to take the corner right-footed from the right-hand side this time. Out-swinging delivery.
Got to get past first man, though.
High one. Krejci's header down. Santi! Oh, what a save that is! Unbelievable stop. Santi might have been hurt in the process. He's back on his feet now. How has Max Weiss kept that out?
Well, great header, great save.
Mosquera climbing over the top of his man. It's Krejci's flick on, and Santi does brilliantly to get it under control, and then with Weiss bearing down on him, tries to get it on target, but all he could do was play it onto the keeper.
Well, I'm going to give credit to the keeper. The keeper's come out towards him, hasn't he? And I think he's narrowed the angle down, which made it more difficult for Santi. But it's a great save from him. Great save. And looks like it was on target from Santi, so he's made the keeper work.
Valentino's ball into the box. Sarr comes and claims it. Wants to get on with it early, looking to launch it downfield for the run of Armstrong. Too much on it. Allen won't reach that.
Alan. I rectified it with Adam. So don't even go there. Sorry, you are as young as you look. Not now you did the Sheffield United games.
And Gary said, how old were you born when we beat Burnley in the Sherpa Van final? I was 4.
Nah.
Tomo was 54. You come out second retirement for that game, didn't you?
Oh, I'm just trying to think. What was it? 88, so 21?
You weren't 21.
I was 21.
21?
Yeah, I was born 67.
You had a great moustache for a guy in your teens, early 20s.
21, yeah. It's 21 then. Moved towards runners 19.
Look at Chukwu on for Chalma. Tracked all the way by Andre. Behind for a corner. Those of you playing Tomo Bingo. References to Sherpa Van. Took, where are we at? 36.5 minutes.
That's you, that is.
Let's get Ali Robb on for the stories of the drinking contest you had with them weeks before the final.
Is it your 620th game, is it?
620, yeah.
Oh, it's good innings, mate. Somebody with the cricket out just over the back there. We'll be proud of that.
Anthony with the corner, right footed from the right-hand side, delivered dangerously in, comes all the way through the penalty area. It's that Hannibal that landed awkwardly. Cleared up early up towards Wang. Wolves might have a bit of a counter on here. Angel Gomez, oh, shoved over was he? And the referee is happy enough with it. And they'll stop the play to allow the Burnley man to get some attention in the penalty area. Hannibal stayed down. If Angel Gomez could have just hold off Ugachukwu there.
It's happened a couple of times where he's got bullied out of the game a little bit. He just needed to stay on his feet there and stay stronger on the ball. Because he had people helping him, running up alongside him. He just needed to be able to just hold the Burnley player off.
Well, Hannibal went charging in. He got a little nudge. I'm not sure what that's about.
I don't know if he fell funny.
Maybe.
I think he might have
they're
fell.
They're working on his left-hand side of his ribs there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just fell funny awkwardly. So
Haley says, don't forget to leave instructions for whoever takes over to make sure they turn Naylor's mic down when he misbehaves. I'm sure Tomo will keep him in line. I'm sure Tomo will rile him up. That's what normally happens. Louisa says another goal for us would be amazing. And Louisa sunbathing in her back garden in Leamington Spa. I'm sure there are plenty enjoying the weekend, bank holiday weekend weather. D-Master says, are you moving to a career in comedy as your impression of Tomo the other week was truly hilarious? Do you remember when you were late?
No.
Yeah, when you were doing the boxes.
Yes. Yeah.
You were late and I had to step in and do your bit at the start of the programme.
Yeah. Is that the same as your Gornal accent as well?
Say like, you know, the game's gone. Got to play with a bit of spirit, bit of heart.
I'll tell you what, get your own show, you. A night with Michael, that's what me.
A night with Michael.
On stage, live, Michael.
Right, elsewhere in the Premier League at the moment, because obviously all the games kicked off at the same time. So, Man United are leading 1-0 at Brighton. Palace, Arsenal's goalless. Fulham lead Newcastle by 1-0. Liverpool, Brentford's goalless. Villa are 1-0 down at Man City. Forest lead Bournemouth by 1-0. Sunderland 1, Chelsea 0. Spurs, Everton, and West Ham leads the big battle. Who's going to be relegated? Both those games are goalless. Antoine Semenyo got the goal for Man City, which is good for my fancy team. Put him in there today. First time I've actually changed my fancy team since August. I am bottom of the Wolves Media Invitational.
Well done.
I haven't played it all season, really.
Oh, don't even go there, mate. You're probably going to do it every week, studying
No, I
it.
genuinely haven't touched it. And in fairness, my backup goalkeeper was John Ruddy. Tom nearly spat his water out.
He's played a lot of games this year, hasn't he?
There's a free kick. And Hee-Chan Wang gets a yellow card for pulling on the shirt, according to Andrew Kitchen. Kyle Walker had the ball, plays it in field. Yeah, he was pulling back Chalmer off the ball, Hee-Chan Wang. Anthony plays the ball in field to Walker. Tries to stand it up to the far side of the penalty area. Sarr came and he's collided with Mosquera. Rodrigo Gomez trying to get to the loose ball, but he's taking it back towards his own corner flag. Mosquera up on his feet, plays it downfield. Won by a Burnley head. Oh, and there's a Wolvesman with a problem. Is that Huang down there?
Yes, Hee-Chan, yeah.
Anthony on the right hand side. Lewis is crossing deep. Mosquera's header. Hannibal was clattered into by Andre, but ball is outside the box and Rodrigo trying to run it clear. Infield to Mane. Oh, Mosquera's gone flying forwards. Mosquera, he's only got Rodrigo Gomez up with him for the time being. Wang is back up on his feet now as it comes to Angel Gomez. Wide to Rodrigo Gomez. Back to Santi Bueno. Now Krejci, about 10 yards inside the Burnley half. Infield to Andre, edge of the centre circle. Back again to Krejci. Looking to drive it forwards. Trying to thread a pass on, looking for the run of Armstrong. Kind of just waited too long to play it. And it was an easy interception for Tuanzebe in the end.
He did, and it's like it didn't have enough strength on the pass either. So he just needed to be zipped a little bit more.
Alan says the Gornal accent, bad me babby, it's Boston.
Glad you can read that as well.
should be double bossed in on a weekend like this.
Exactly, mate.
So there's a mate of mine's dad who always says bubbling instead of Boston. How am you? I'm bubbling. I'm bubbling over. Here's Hannibal down the line. Wolf got a toe to it. It's going to go out of play for a Burnley throw right by the corner flag. Walker being told to go and take it from the right spot. Suspicions of a foul throw. That it's cleared away anyway by Krejci. Wang clearing it to the halfway line. Ooh, Rodrigo Gomez put some right pressure on Lucas Perez. His goalkeeper has to come out of his penalty area to help him out.
Well, there's been 2 or 3 times there when he's nearly been able to nick the ball a little bit. Rodrigo Gomez.
We have 30 seconds left of the first half. Time to be added on. Of which there will be 7 minutes, I'm being told.
Yeah, there's a couple of stoppages, wasn't there, throughout the game?
Say being told, it's on my system.
Yeah.
I'm being told by the technology. Here's Fleming. Works it out to the right side. Chalmer into the penalty area. Hannibal on the overlap, stands his cross up to the far post, and headed by Fleming came off Mosquera for a corner.
7 minutes of added time, 7 minutes.
Well, you had the time for the penalty as well, didn't you? It took a while.
Yeah, the VAR check, a couple of injuries, the drinks break that they had as well. Burnley corner, left-footed from the left-hand side, out-swinging delivery. Goes high to the edge of the box. Everybody stopped and left it. Struck goalwards by Anthony, and Jose Sarr parried it down and claimed it at the second attempt. His kick downfield has found Wang, who tried to hook it on towards Rodrigo Gomez. I like that Wolves are leaving 2 up at the moment on these set pieces.
Yeah, I meant to mention that here, that they're leaving the 2 up there. So it's making Burnley bring 3 players back.
By the way, Jose Sarr has got a short sleeve shirt and then base layered like trousers on underneath his shorts. So he gets warm elbows and cold knees. It's a weird combo, isn't it?
Yeah. Goalkeeper, isn't it?
Mane dinking it for the run of Armstrong right inside the box, or he tried to bring it down and miscontrolled it really.
He miscontrolled it.
Skimmed off his toe.
I think he got too much on it because he's ended up dragging the ball back across him, which went towards the goalkeeper. He just needed not so much, a touch on it.
High ball out to Chalmer on the right-hand side, level with the edge of the penalty area. Twisting and turning. Left-footed cross, headed away by Krejci. Walker. Is that blocked by an arm of Wang? Referee says no. Angel Gomez trying to set Rodrigo away, and Rodrigo heads it into his own path, and he's driving up, and Mane's up there with him as well, and his attempted cross is blocked by Tuanzebe, and it's a corner.
Yeah, well, I said about Rodrigo Gomez, probably not defending his strongest point, but I'll tell you what he's done. He's overlapped down that right-hand side, and I know some people haven't found him or picked him out, but he's continued to do it. He keeps running down there, and he's an option. His option, he's got the legs on down that right-hand side for Wolves. Good favour due to him. I think he's breathing a little bit heavy now. I think that's 2 or 3 on the bounce. He's had to run 60, 70 yards down the pitch.
Spurs lead against Everton, by the way. 1-0 there. Mane's corner, right-footed from the right-hand side. Santi, he got a touch to it. He was hoping Angel Gomez was going to run onto it, and he didn't. And Chalmer is able to clear it up towards halfway. While Wolf can collect it and go back to Jose Sarr. Man United lead 2-0 at Brighton. Brian and Brumo with it. It's Hwang down the left-hand side. Wolves have a player down. It's Ladislav Krejci, and Hwang will eventually put the ball out of play. Arsenal lead at Crystal Palace.
Yeah, having much luck with this whiplash kind of thing, doesn't he, Krejci? We saw him coming off at one of the games where he'd done his neck, and it's exactly that. He's just flicked it on, and I think the contact's come from Kyle Walker, I think, and put pressure on him. He's had that whip of his neck again. Not having much luck with it.
So there are goals in every game apart from Liverpool, Brentford and West Ham Leeds at the moment. But West Ham, as it stands, are going down. They need an Everton equaliser. They need Everton to score 2, don't they? They need Everton to win.
They need an Everton win. A draw, I think the goal, stay up on goals, goal difference. It's quite a bit, I think.
Krejci getting some attention. He's up on his feet at least. We've played 4.5 minutes of the 7 being added on, so there'll be even more time to go.
What was the game that he went off?
Leeds.
Leeds, yeah.
Leeds.
Yeah. Because as he's flicked it on, then the contacts come from Walker. He's not happy with him because he thinks he's coming to his neck there.
So Krejci off the field for the time being. Burnley throw that by rights they should give possession back to Wolves. So to Hannibal. We'll just launch it downfield for Sarr.
I know the fans are happy with it, but if one of the opposition kick it out, that's what you've got to do, don't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you
I
are.
mean, we had possession near the edge of their penalty area.
Yeah.
They've given it back to us inside our own box. And kick downfield, headed away by Humphreys. Anthony finding Pires back in field to Anthony, just over the halfway line to the left of the centre circle. High crossfield ball up to Chalmer. Waits for Walker to run on the overlap. Chalmer twisting and turning, is a very left-footed player.
He is. He wants everything on his left foot, doesn't he?
All still temporarily down to 10. Now Krejci making his way back on. He is drenched in sweat, by the way. Here comes Pires down the left-hand side. Low ball into Ogachukwu. Teed up for Florentino to strike it. Brilliant save by Sarr. Flying to his left-hand side. It was swerving and moving in the air, that ball. And it was relatively low, and Sarr had to watch it all the way.
Yeah, it was a good hit, wasn't it? Florentino, is that what it was? Well, again, he got some good power on it.
Ogachukwu wide to Walker. Burnley with late pressure at the end of this first half. Hannibal trying to run away from Andre. Low slipped as he crossed. It'll go behind for a goal kick. Technically, we've got 30 seconds to play. I think there'll be more.
There will be more, won't there, with the Krejci treatment as well.
Big hello to Emma, who's listening in Bavaria. Long lost cousins Kidderminster reunited. Stuart says looking forward to next season. At least Wolves won't be bottom. Eager for rare matches against the Baggies and hoping for the regular 4 or 6 points from Spurs next season. Well, not as things stand, Stuart. Here's Hannibal down the left-hand side, trying to drive up against Mosquera.
Well, I think he's gone down as well now, Santi. He had a challenge just inside our half, off the halfway line.
Players do get injured. It happens. It's clearly a shock to some. We'll get some attention. We are in added time of added time. Rob Edwards pacing around his technical area. Kate says he'll give a shout out to the Lee Naylor fan club now.
Well, we're the only game now at half time that hasn't finished for half time. Everybody else has.
It's a beautiful visual skyline from the back of the stand where we are. The small Bob Lord stand on the far side where the dugouts are. The camera entry is just to our right hand side, and you can see the rolling hills, the back-to-backs, the big chimneys.
Well, usually in the winter it's cold, isn't it? Because it comes all off there and you get the full brunt of it.
We've been here quite a lot this time of year, though.
Yeah, we have.
Memories of Raul Jimenez smashing one in on the edge of the box in the COVID times, when Mike Dean did us over with a dodgy penalty against Matt Doherty, cost us the chance of Champions League football. Oh, how things could have been different. Santi will be made to wait. Long throw coming in from the left-hand side, just over 10 yards from the left-hand corner flag. Krejci tried to get something to it. It drops into the arms of Jose Sarr. Who will look to launch it downfield in the direction of Hee-Chan Wang, who got a bit of space and he forced the header off Florentino, and Wolves to get the throw.
Great kick from Sarr. The defender could do nothing else but head it out because he knew he couldn't leave it. Krejci's done the walk jog, isn't he?
Krejci getting ready to take the long throw. From just about 10 yards from the left-hand corner flag. Mosquera and Santi have both gone in front of the goalkeeper. It's going to be launched in. Hannibal's header away. Mosquera went down off the ball. And that is half-time. And it's not, people aren't happy. I think they're fair to say. Some angry voices around us here at Turf Moor. Well, there's some shenanigans going on with some of the players, Burnley players, as they make their way towards the tunnel there. No doubt some home supporters either side of it making their thoughts known on the performance of their team in the first half, and yet Wolves fans relatively happy.
Yeah, well, the same is. So look, and again, they say I don't think there's anything to do with any of the Wolves players with the Burnley. So look, I'm just looking over at the tunnel. I was trying to see if there was any Wolves fan or Wolves players there. I think it was just something to do with the Burnley. I think it was fans and the Burnley players. But no, I'll be definitely happy with the outcome at the minute. Say 1-0 in front, and not been massive problems to them, but we just still need to be careful. Still playing a little bit deep for me, and you can see what kind of tactics they're using. They're going diagonal. They're trying to get switching the play with the wingers wide, and I mean wide. They're right on the line. So yeah, we just got to be careful with it and make sure they're set up right.
Thankfully, the big fella who was doing all the swearing has gone now for half time. But he's a big fella. He's right in front of Tomo.
He's not happy at all, mate. He's not happy with anybody.
But I'm not going to tell him anything. This is my last game, Tomo. I'm trying to get out of here alive.
Yeah.
So apologies if you keep hearing some fruity language.
No, he's not. He's not a happy man at all.
And let's just say he's a big boy.
And they're quite vocal.
And, well, very vocal. Hopefully he'll go and calm down. Maybe he'll just leave early. Maybe that's the best plan for him. Go and enjoy the weekend. Because at this moment, Wolves potentially could be going off the bottom of the table on the final day. What a remarkable end that would be. Adam Armstrong's penalty after 6 minutes. It was won after Krejci's header hit an arm. VAR intervened, sent the referee over to the screen, who gave the spot kick, and the former Blackburn man sent their Max Spice the wrong way. Mateus Mane hit the inside the post with a curling effort. And Santi Bueno has come close as well. Wolves have been the better team in that first half, but they only lead by 1-0. Hopefully there's more to come. Burnley 0, Wolves 1.
Download the Wolves app today, the only place to watch live academy matches.
Wolves TV, the home of live uninterrupted radio commentary of every single Wolves game. But that's not all. Wolves TV also brings you extended and alternative match highlights, interviews with the team, behind-the-scenes features and training coverage, plus see every goal Wolves score from every angle.
From the volley arm and a goal! That is simply stunning!
So check out Wolves TV online at wolves.co.uk or on the move via the Wolves app.
Do you need support with your mental health? Life has been very challenging in recent years. With the COVID pandemic and cost of living crisis, we've experienced some difficult times. Wolves Foundation, the club's official charity, continues to run a Head for Health project, focused on helping adults improve their mental and physical well-being. For more details, email healthadmin@wolves.co.uk or call 07971 900257.
Are you looking for a space to entertain key clients? Got a special occasion coming up and want to treat the family? Or are you just looking to come and watch a game in style?
Welcome to Wolverhampton Wanderers!
At Molyneux, we've a range of matchday hospitality packages available for every Premier League game.
Well, so much involved in this.
From the pitch and city views of WV1 to the premium a la carte dining in the boardroom, there's something for everyone looking to elevate their matchday experience.
Oh, goodness me!
To find out more and get yourself booked in, visit the hospitality section of wolves.co.uk.
Take a walk through the history of Wolverhampton Wanderers and marvel at our extensive collection of Wolves artefacts. With new exhibits opening all the time, there's plenty to see in the Wolves Museum, so book your trip through old gold history at events.wolves.co.uk.
There's nothing quite like that winning feeling. Now you can be a winner too with Wolves Lottery. There are loads of cash prizes to be won every week, as well as the chance to win unique money-can't-buy experiences while supporting charities locally and throughout the West Midlands.
Oh, it's a stunning game! It's a stunning moment brought to you by a stunning football team!
From only £1 a week, what are you waiting for? Sign up now and you could be our next weekly big winner. Go to wolves.co.uk and select Lottery to find out more.
You've experienced the thrill of Molyneux on a match day. Now go behind the scenes with our exclusive stadium tours, taking you from the stands to the dressing room, see when the team donned the old gold, and take your chance to walk out that famous tunnel into the Golden Palace. Book online, and you can even book your own private VIP tour for up to 20 people by emailing museum@wolves.co.uk.
Wolves Foundation is the club's official charity, delivering a range of projects across the local community. The foundation is only able to work across so many different areas thanks to the generous support of funders and the general public. Can you help? Text Wolves and then the value of your donation to 70085.
Get the latest news from Molyneux as fast as it happens. Find our regular quickfire podcast, Wolves Express, via wolves.co.uk or wherever you find your podcasts.
The Wolves app, the home of Wolves online and on the move. Get the latest news, video, podcasts, and what's trending. Plus, listen to men's and women's first team commentaries and watch the under-21s. You can even check out the latest merchandise offers from the club shop and create your own highlights, plus bid on unique match-worn memorabilia with Wolves auctions exclusive to the Wolves app. Download it now for iOS and Android.
Take the stress out of getting to the game with Wolves' only official off-site matchday parking at the University of Wolverhampton Science Park. Only £8 per match and only a 10 to 15 minute walk to Molineux. It's the perfect place to park for hassle-free entry and exit on a match day. Go to tickets.wolves.co.uk to score yourself a spot.
Do you want to get more active? Wolves Foundation, the club's official charity, runs an Active Through Football project, which helps people of all ages to improve their physical fitness. Sessions are fun, friendly, and have real positive results. To find out the range of activities on offer, contact Liam Turner at wolves.co.uk.
For a regular quick-fire update on everything Wolves, search Wolves Express wherever you listen to your podcasts.
The idea of professional soccer in the United States, no one had ever really thought about that. So soccer was dead, and then the Wolves come along.
It should be explained that the United Soccer Association gave North America its first taste of internationally recognized professional soccer in 1967.
Wolves in the 50s were very, very successful. It was the golden era, if you like. It was us and Manchester United. They were the glamour team. We were the scruffs from the Black Country.
The 1966 World Cup was carried by satellite into the United States. So a bunch of sportsmen thought, oh, great. Next great sport, start a league.
I mean, I'd never been out of England. I hadn't even been to Wales.
They said they were touring like a rock band, zigzagging across the country.
Just a completely different world.
People were saying you want some weed, and we thought we're in trouble here.
Free love, flower power. What more do you want?
And the Whips and the Wolves met in a championship playoff game at Los Angeles' Memorial Coliseum to climax the United Soccer Association's inaugural season.
It was madness.
Just the game never seemed to stop.
You didn't need a ball. They'll just get you each other.
Now, the match they played has been rated by many observers as the greatest soccer game ever seen anywhere. And we're convinced that you will agree with that conclusion after viewing this film.
There is that legacy in that they proved that it could work.
People will look back and say, what was the history of soccer in this country? And what they do, they have to land at 1967 and say, this is where it all began.
We're Wolves, eh we? And Wolverhampton is a proud city. One that's always said is out of darkness cometh light. We know that some days can be darker than others. And for many of our communities, right now, these are challenging times. Morning. Oh, morning. At the Wolves Foundation, we see those challenges, and around here, we look after our own, of all ages. There you go, down the ball. Come on, me babbies. Oh, there's one in here as well. Hello. Hello.
67, Stairway to Heaven. Good old Planty.
The strength of the wolf is in the pack.
Steeple, number 9.
Oh, house. We champion hard work, commitment and resilience, and the ability to bounce back from adversity. No matter how hard you get hit. You said 20%. From Bilston to Bradmer, from Whittick to Wensfield, we're making it our mission to create opportunities and to change lives. And to meet the needs of our community, we're delivering a strategy based on 4 key priorities. All right, Wolfie? Number 1, we'll support people in education, training and jobs, empowering them and creating opportunities for them to shine.
Second off, we'll address the root causes of crime, violence and antisocial behaviour, creating safer streets and brighter futures. Oi! Thirdly, we want to get people of all ages fitter, stronger and more connected through mental wellbeing support and physical activity. Has anybody got any water? Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. Hang on a minute. Wait for me. And finally, we're going to break down barriers and celebrate the diversity that makes Wolverhampton so special. Sasrika?
Sasrika, buddy.
We're going to take the badge of our great club into our communities. And our staff, ambassadors and players are not just going to be role models, but real partners for change. And we're not doing it alone. We're working with local authorities, community partners and grassroots organisations united in one goal: a better Wolverhampton for everyone.
Who are you?
Sorry. In short, we're going to get this city back on the horse. Because this is our community, this is our club, and together we'll make Wolverhampton stronger.
I swear that guy was on Pop Idol.
Out of darkness cometh light isn't just a phrase that we wear on our badge. It's the way we live our lives. One city, one club, one foundation. Wolves, eh we?
So two teams are back out for the second half here at Turf Moor. No sign of any changes from either side. "45 minutes of the season to go."
We are seconds away from kick-off of the second half. Let's get behind the boys. Burnley!
So here we go. Burnley get us started. Wolves playing from left to right as we look at it second half. Attacking the Barnfield construction stand where the away supporters are. 45 minutes away from ending this long spell on the bottom of the table. What have Burnley got in response? Kyle Walker out to the right hand side. Chalmer. Work to Hannibal. Down the line for Walker. Back to Hannibal. You can imagine that Mike Jackson got into his players at half time. Certainly some of the Burnley fans did on their way off the field. Here's Jayden Anthony, middle of the Wolves half. Worked out to Walker on the right. Supposed to take it forward. Swang went to close him down. Comes infield to Chalmer. Lines up a shot. Blocked by Andre, who was deep in the penalty area. Lucas Perez brings it out to the left-hand side. And support from Anthony. Now Humphreys. Anthony with it. Tries to clip it into the penalty area. Again blocked off by Andre. Rodrigo Gomez will take it out to the right-hand side and try and turn and clear. Fleming trying to win it back for Burnley. Might get a strike away. Brilliant effort into the bottom corner. And Burnley are level early in the second period. And it's so simple. The man who scored twice when these two met at Molineux in October strikes against the old goal again. His touch laid back on a plate for him, and the left foot strike. Just enough curl on it to evade the despairing dive to his right hand side of Jose Sarr. Finds the bottom corner. Burnley 1, Wolves 1.
Yeah, too easy. We had numerous times to keep possession of the ball. I think it was about 3 times, and we ended up just giving it away and giving them a chance.
Here come Burnley flying forwards again. Left foot cross from Chalmer, headed away by Wolf. Wang will turn and hook it towards Armstrong, who got a touchdown looking for Mane, but intercepted. Perez bringing it forwards. In towards Anthony. Andre got back there to tidy it away from him. All they had to do was try and keep them quiet. 10, 15 minutes.
But we had chances. We had chances to keep the ball, and we just give it straight back to him. I think there was 2 or 3 times we hit it on clearances, and I don't think it went anywhere further apart from the box. You can't just keep giving the ball away continuously, especially around your own 18-yard box. And you get punished, and that's exactly what's happened.
So 1-1 here. Man United have extended their lead at Brighton. They lead by 3-0. Arsenal are 2 up at Palace. Still Fulham 1, Newcastle 0. Liverpool, Brentford goalless. Villa have equalised at Man City. Bournemouth equalised at Forest. Sunderland lead Chelsea 2-1. Wang trying to get on the end of a long ball. Walker will clear, only as far as Andre. He's on a little bit of a dribble. Tried to flick it infield. Mane for Angel Gomez, midway inside the Burnley half. Left for Krejci. Back to Angel Gomez, who's clattered into from behind by Fleming. Wolves free kick. Still Spurs 1, Everton 0, and West Ham 0, Leeds 0. In the games that matter at the bottom of the table. So Mane with a chance to lift it into the penalty area. From just about 10 yards in from the left-hand touchline, midway inside the Burnley half. Burnley defensive line just inside the penalty area, dropping deeper now. Headed won by Fleming. Anthony. Andre trying to get a toe to it. Came off the Brazilian for a Burnley throw. Bowler says, such a shame, punished again, but fingers crossed. Here's Wang, edge of the penalty area. He was trying to reverse it towards Armstrong. Offside flag had gone up against Armstrong anyway.
I don't understand why he's not hit that with his left foot first time, Wang. He's trying to tee it up to make it perfect for him, and he had an opportunity 18 yards out just to hit it. Yes, the cameras have just gone to Rob on the bench. You can see that he's disappointed with that, and to concede so early on in the second half.
Chancebi under pressure from Armstrong, and there's another slip from Humphreys, and here's Mane right inside of the penalty area. Mane went for glory and smashed it over the top of the crossbar.
Got to hit the target, got to hit the target. He's gone for power rather than accuracy, and I think Adam Armstrong was just saying
he's got to pass that ball, Tomo.
Yeah,
he had 2 chances to play it early into the path of Armstrong, and then having got there, if you're not going to hit the target, you've got to draw the defender and square it. And he did neither.
Well, he's done that a couple of times already today, hasn't he? The decision making. Now, if he wants to be a top player, that he's got to start to get those right. He's a good player and a young player, but he's got to try and think about those decisions.
Hannibal wide to Perez, left-hand side for Burnley. On to Hannibal. And to check backwards, 20 yards from the Wolves goal. Perez on the left-hand side for Burnley. Won by Florentino, intercepted by Rodrigo Gomez. Andre didn't need to play that flick there. Gave possession away.
Well, this is a replica of where we were before. Edge of the box and give away the ball. Got to keep it.
Armstrong back there helping out, but nobody downfield, and his clearance easy. Returns Aby to collect. Here's Hannibal trying to slide in behind Rodrigo Gomez for Perez, whose ball goes through the 6-yard box. And Wolf can take it out to the corner flag and smash it downfield. Mane challenging with Florentino, gets the better of him. Over halfway to Hannibal. There's a relentlessness about Burnley at the moment. Lucas Pires down the left-hand side again into the penalty area. Pulled backwards to Florentino. Clips his cross in and it bounces all off the inside of the post. And somehow it comes off Jadon Anthony behind for a goal kick.
On my first look at that, Krejci's left the ball. He thinks he's going out of play and he's left it. And it's come off the back post. I think Krejci's tried to he's tried to shield the ball and he's held the Burnley player off. But he's too close to mention because Sarr was beaten. Oh, that's a big let off.
And then Krejci had a big air kick. It hits Santi, comes back to Krejci, then hits it off Anthony and behind for the goal kick. Comical stuff at this stage of the season. Angel Gomez was caught late. Wolf playing it wide down the left-hand side to Hwang. Up against Carl Walker. Twisting and turning. Falls it infield to Andre. Andre slipped as he tried to shoot and he was charged down. Mosquera racing back into his own half to play the ball back to Sarr on the edge of the penalty area. Krejci being closed down by Hannibal. Turns away from him.
Yeah, they're definitely squeezing on now, aren't they? Burnley, they're putting a lot of pressure on our back line.
Sloppy by Wolf, lost possession. Was waiting for it to reach him. Anthony on to Fleming. Rodrigo Gomez with the foot in. Andre holding off his man and trying to find Mane up towards the halfway line. Ogachukwu with him for company. Mane runs it out of play. Walker to Hannibal, inside the centre circle. Trying the high diagonal up early towards Anthony. Mosquera won it, was tripped, handled the ball, but gets the free kick.
It was a free kick. So look, he's controlled the ball, the Burnley player, but then he's fouled Mosquera, so as he's just gone across him. Mosquera's got the ball. He's just got caught.
Yeah, he just clipped his heels,
yeah,
didn't he?
He did. I'm just watching the replay there. He clipped his heels. It's a foul.
Santi slips as he clears it downfield. Moved away by Humphreys. Ogachukwu flicks it over the top of Angel Gomez. Looking for the run of Chalmer, but Wolf can see it back to Sarr. Here's Wolf down the line, looking for the run of Hwang. Early pullback here. Mane on his left foot, trying to pull it back across this time. And we go back to decision making. He's shooting when he should cross and trying to cross when he should shoot.
He's got to hit it. You're not going to get the time in people's penalty boxes having touches on that. Just strike the ball.
Jadon Anthony again, the wrong side of Mosquera. Mosquera recovers, sliding challenge out of play. Hannibal gets on with it. Lucas Pires. Well, the referee wasn't watching. Burnley took the throw, and Andrew Kitchen says, no, go back and wait for me. Hannibal with it. Trying to clip it in. Oh, Mosquera let it run, and Anthony missed it. Goes all the way through to Sarr, who is trying to kick it downfield early into the path of Hee-Chan Hwang. Just a bit too much swerve on it. It drew it back towards Transabi. Burnley play their way out of trouble. 57 minutes played. Burnley 1, Wolves 1. Carl Walker bringing it up over the halfway line. To end. As well it should be. Between two relegated sides at the end of the season. Cross clipped in. Santi wins the first header. Rodrigo Gomez the second out of the penalty area. Oh, Mane, you can't just leave out there. It's a little flick on and Santi gets the clearance away. Mane just stood and watched Ogachukwu. As Armstrong battles away with Humphreys. Burnley free kick. Fleming lost his footing under pressure from Krejci. Santi can see it back through to Sarr.
Yeah, we've got to retain possession a lot better. I've just been watching it for the last few minutes or so. Need that movement and options, though. That's the problem. What we've got, they're squeezing on, they're pushing up on our back line.
Given away by Mosquera. Hannibal on here to Anthony, left-hand side of the box. At the byline, tries to clip across in, but Sarr will claim it at the near post.
There you go, another example of it. We're just giving the ball away too cheaply at the minute. We're looking for things that aren't on. But because we're slow building up, it's just easy for Burnley just to squeeze onto us. Well, the referee's not.
Looked like Mane was shoved in the back, but the referee let it go on. Hannibal's falling behind. Lucas Perez. Sarr came out and did brilliantly to block it. And Mosquera was there to help him out. It's like the final stages of a boxing match, this now. Two weary sides who are just slugging it out. Given away by Angel Gomez. And Lucas Perez thinks he spotted Sarr off his line, and Sarr has to parry it down. He was worried for a moment, backtracking.
Well, he only got it with one hand, didn't he? It's a good job he wasn't more advanced up the pitch, because he was in trouble if he wasn't.
Rodrigo Gomez infield to Andre in the centre circle.
Just these areas here, when you're looking at the midfielders, they're looking for somebody who they can bounce the ball off. And they're looking, and there's nothing there. You're looking at Andre there, he's pointing, walking with the ball. He's got nothing to look at going forward. That is the difference between the two sides at the minute. Burnley have got those options. We're looking and hesitating, and we're playing slow, and it's just playing straight into Burnley's hands.
Krejci with the ball forwards, headed away by Tuanzebe. Wang will let it go out of play for a throw, midway inside the Burnley half. We've reached the hour mark. Burnley 1, Wolves 1. And I'll leave it for Moller Wolf to take the long throw. Mane. Edge of the penalty area. He lost his footing inside the box. No sense of a foul though.
But again, he's got to lay that off. He's had a runner come by him, but he's decided to keep hold of the ball. That's where he's got to start to look for players. He's a good player, Mane, but he said that decision making has got to be a little bit more concise with what he's doing. He needs to make sure that he picks that player out or he's laying it off.
Only the 31st game of his career. Krejci delivers a ball in, comfortably taken by the goalkeeper. When he reaches 60 and 90, then he'll be a hell of a player. Hannibal driving on. Hannibal driving all the way through. Hannibal strike! It's gone underneath Sarr, who just about recovers it. It was rolling towards the goal line, and Sarr just about got on his feet at the right time. And now here comes Rodrigo Gomez over the halfway line. Wolves have the numbers in this attack. Mane on the right side, whips across in, goalkeeper takes it, flying on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Well, the game's come open, hasn't it? And both teams are leaving each other. I know it's warm and it'll be hot down there. The Burnley look like they're the ones who are going to get got lucky there a little bit, didn't he, Sarr? But sometimes you make your own luck.
Fleming to Hannibal, midway inside the Wolves half. On to Anthony, into the penalty area, right-footed effort, deflects, did it? No, just off him and out behind for a goal kick. West Ham have taken the lead at home to Leeds, but Spurs still lead Everton by a 1-0. So we knew that Arsenal were champions. Man City, Man United, Villa, Liverpool, Bournemouth in 6th, Sunderland in 7th. Heading towards Europe, Brighton in 8th.
Champions League, isn't it? Bournemouth?
Here's Rodrigo Gomez. Rodrigo Gomez might open out for the strike. It did. It was dragged wide, though. Not a bad effort. Carrying the ball with a little bit of ambition. It dragged his shot at the vital moment. Wolves win it back again inside the Burnley half. Hee-Chan Wang trying to drive forwards. Clipped by Hannibal. Wolves free kick. And we might be getting a Wolves sub coming relatively soon. You can see the kit man heading over to the fourth official. Can't see who it is just yet on the far side. Someone's putting a shirt on over there.
Yeah, I can see. Not very well, as he said, behind the boards, we can't properly see it.
Maybe Tolu. Yeah, I think it is. But there might be more than one change.
Yeah, 14, Tolu, yeah. Well, he seems to be the only one at the moment. Oh, no, somebody else is putting a shirt on as well.
In the meantime, here's Mane with the free kick. Right footed from out on the left-hand side. Deep delivery, too easy for the goalkeeper to come and claim. Wolf had to time that slide perfectly. Stop Burnley hitting the counter-attack. It's going to be Tolu for Angel Gomez. It's going to be the first of the changes. Is that Jackson? Hannibal can't keep it in on the halfway line. We just got it wrong on the system and someone's just put full timer. We're still only playing 65 minutes here.
Double substitution for Wolves, replacing number 37.
Totti, I think it is.
Krejci coming off.
Totti.
Totti is coming on.
And replacing number 47, Angel Gomez. Is number 14, Tolu Kari. Substitution for the crowd, replacing number 28, Hannibal.
So Hannibal going off for the home side.
Yes. Like for like with Totti dropping into that back line as it stretches. Just trying to see where Rodrigo Gomez has gone. It looks like Wang's come out onto this right-hand side. Rodrigo Gomez has gone out into that left side, just in front of Wolf. So Wang's come out on this right-hand side.
Up towards Fleming. Wolf got his head to it. Chalmers dispossessed by Moller Wolf.
It looks like they've gone to a 4.
Well, they've been loosely in a 4 when in possession for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Mosquera's come out here on the right-hand side. He looks like he's playing right full-back. We've got Santi and Totti, 2 centre-halves, and Wolf on that left-hand side.
Switch is basically Mane's gone to a 10.
Yeah, Tolu's gone as the middleman. Wang's out on this right-hand side, and then you got Mane just behind him with Adam
Mane's
Armstrong.
gone to an 8, I should say. Here's Andre trying to hold off his man over the halfway line.
Yeah, well
Gonna
done.
get a free kick.
Yeah, well done. We got pulled back a few times, I think.
So Mane delivers the ball up. Wang with a flick on. Oh, Lucas Pires got in a bit of a muddle, and the goalkeeper had to just kick it out. Santi was right there waiting to pounce. But they've seen an offside flag.
Did you see an offside with that?
I don't think Santi was offside.
Yeah,
And they're going to pause and go and have a drink. 68 and a half minutes played. Helen says Mane's like the kid who opens up the biscuit selection at Christmas, who won't let anyone have the foil wrapped one. Cricket match is still ongoing. Someone's just bowled a wide. Beautiful weather up here in Lancashire. Probably a bit cooler than it is down back in the Midlands.
What, the beachfront in the Midlands?
Costa del Gorno, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Or Boston.
I love the way even you try and put on an accent for that. It's just your accent.
Oh no, just trying to emphasise it a little bit more.
Emphasise it. It's a big word, isn't it?
Anybody would think I work in the school. We're just coming back on now after the drink break. But it's become a very open game, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Both sides having opportunities.
The 141st meeting between these two. A rivalry that goes all the way back to 1888-89.
No.
When Wolves beat Burnley 4-1.
And Tomo was playing.
Thanks to 2 goals from Andrew Thompson.
I'm going to miss you, mate, aren't I?
See, this is why we have to end it, because I've become too predictable.
Yeah, but you're going to be miserable at weekends now, not being able to take the mickey out of me.
I'm just going to text them to you.
You'll be too busy now, mate.
Long ball through from Burnley. Comes all the way through to Sars. We're back underway. 20 minutes to go. Can Wolves find a winner and end the season on a high? I say a high. I mean, it's sort of like a 1 foot off the ground, but still not base level. Tolu putting some pressure into Nzebi. Walker back to his goalkeeper.
Tolu now is come on, gives you another option now. Go a little bit more direct, a little bit more in the air for him. Try and get Mane and Armstrong playing off him. But the quality's got to be there. I've just seen one ball hit up to him and it's gone miles over his head. You've got to give him a chance, got to give him an opportunity to bring other people into play.
Vice, the goalkeeper, launches downfield. Fleming to the loose ball, midway inside the Wolves half. Support from Florentino. Out on that right-hand side to Chalmer. Looking forward to the Burnley midfielder Florentino. Now Ogachukwu. Armstrong putting pressure on. Nzebi for Humphreys. Anthony comes short for it. That's the left-hand side to Lucas Pires. Looking field to Jayden Anthony. Pires again. Going to dribble up towards the corner of the box. Gets the better of Mosquera. Passed it straight into Santi, who launches downfield.
Yeah, but to nobody again, so there's got to be a better pass.
Oh, Wang being the better of Kyle Walker. Plays it backwards to Totti. Backwards to Sarr. Now for Santi. Back to Sarr, just outside the 6-yard box, near his penalty spot now, plays it short to Totti. He can bring it up to the midway point of the half. Looking to stand it for the run of Moller Wolf. Carl Walker chasing him. Moller Wolf getting there, and he's hoiked across that will go harmlessly behind for a goal kick. Couple more changes coming from Wolves.
You got Bueno, I think one of them is.
Burnley going to make a couple as well.
Double substitution for Wolves, replacing number 6, David Moller Wolfer, is number 3, Hugo Bueno. And replacing number 9, Alan Armstrong, is number 50, Jerome Abbey.
Oh, what a moment for a young man whose family has such ties to Wolverhampton Wanderers to make his Premier League debut, to become the club's youngest Premier League player. Welcome to senior football for Jerome Abbey.
Did you say that his brothers were here, or yeah?
Following in the footsteps of Jed and Jez, having just done his GCSEs.
James Ward-Prowse. And replacing number 17, Luke Chowner. It's number 10, Marcus Edwards.
Just 16 years of age. Jerome Abbey is a Premier League player. He's barely even had minutes in the under-21s. But he is a talent. And someone they have been keeping their eye on for a while. And this is a moment that will live long in his memory. Go and enjoy it, young man. Have the taste now, and then be there in a year or so's time to claim it properly. Here is Abbey in the centre circle, looking for Mane, just a bit far ahead of him. Anthony, it's played on, looking for Lucas Perez. In behind Rodrigo Gomez, left-hand side of the penalty area, trying to pull it back to the edge of the box. Marcus Edwards trying to find some space, trying to pull it back, and it's clipped in dangerously. Lucas Perez, what a save by Sarr, and turned behind by Rodrigo Gomez for the corner.
Yeah, and that, again, it's how like we're just hesitating on tracking the runners, and they're just getting that half yard, but great save from Sarr again. The right place.
Wolves undoubtedly the strongest team in the first half. Burnley very much the better in the second.
Yeah, they've had a lot of good areas, haven't they, with the ball.
James Ward-Prowse with the corner. Delivered in right footed from the left-hand side. Came off Tolu. Comes through to Edwards. Left-footed curler over the top of the crossbar.
It's the same thing with Edwards, isn't it? He'll want to come inside on his left foot. That's what you've got to stop him on. I think Sarr as well has got the full sun in his eyes now, hasn't he? As well, so
we have just under 13 minutes to go. I asked somebody very close into the Wolves Academy structure about Jerome Abbey. And they said back, talented midfielder, mature performer, decent in everything, and great lad. That's a glowing endorsement, isn't it? He's so young, he can't even have the sponsor on his shirt.
I was just thinking that when I was looking at his shirt. Well, he probably didn't think he was going to be involved as such.
He's not the club's youngest player of all time. That is still Jimmy Mullen. But he is the youngest of the Premier League era. 16 years, 8 months and 8 days. He is the second youngest player to wear the old gold in history. Edwards on the charge, blocked off by Abbey. He gets it back for Mateus Mane, looks to scoop it forwards for Rodrigo Gomez to chase. Out comes Rice out of the penalty area.
Did you say he's still doing his GCSEs, is he?
I think he just finished.
Well, they're still ongoing, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Depends what subjects he's got, I guess. Here's Lucas Perez driving forwards. Should check that after the game, see if he's done all his exams.
Well, they're not done yet. So look, if he's doing his full cohort of exams, they haven't finished yet. They've only been doing it for a week, 2 weeks, sorry. So they've still got another 2 weeks.
I wonder if he's got an exam tomorrow.
No exams. They've got a week off.
Oh, that's true, isn't it? Half term. Everybody on half term.
Yeah.
Here's Tolu down the right-hand side. Xavier miscontrols in the penalty area. I've got a feeling he goes to school in Telford.
Thomas Telford.
I think so.
Yeah.
Remember, I think it was his brother Jed scoring in an FA Youth Cup game at Molineux a few years ago. Here's Jayden Anthony down the left-hand side for Burnley, clipping across in. Comfortable take for Sarr.
I'm going to say that was brilliant defending from Santi because he was at a height that he could get a little touch onto it.
Wang looking on for Mane down the left-hand side. Tolu making movement in the penalty area. Mane waits for support. Pull back to Hugo Bueno. Hugo Bueno getting it back onto his left foot. Back wide again to Mane. Mane clipping the cross in. Tolu trying to get his head to it. And it's going to be a corner.
If anything, it was just a fraction too high for Tolu. He's a tall lad, but I think he was just stretching. Another sub coming up.
Rodrigo Gomez. Pedro Lima is on for the final change for Wolves. So Mateus Mane has got Hwang out offering a short option for the corner, but Hwang will move away now. 8.5 minutes left to play at Turf Moor. Burnley 1, Wolves 1.
Just looking there as well. West Ham are 2-0 up now.
Mane with the outswinging delivery off the head of Fleming, not fully clear for Burnley. It was touched down by Totti. Walker will try and smash it downfield. Hugo Bueno chasing it back into his own half. Under pressure from Edwards, turns and looks to launch it back downfield. Easy header for Tuanzebe. Ward-Prowse turning and going to his right. Anthony back in field to Ward-Prowse. Is there to be some late drama at this stage of the season? Still 1-1 here. Liverpool 1, Brentford 1 elsewhere. Fulham are 2-0 up against Newcastle. Villa are 2-1 up at Man City. They were playing 10 minutes of added time there. We were later than most. Here's Tolu. Playing it back to Santi midway inside his half for Totti. Totti trying to play it up early, a flick on by Hwang, but Tolu was a long way away from him. West Ham are 4-0 up against Leeds now. And if they're coming down with Wolves and Burnley, they're coming down in style. A hat-trick for Jared Bowen. What may well be his last game for them. Here's Ward-Prowse. Gets it from the goalkeeper. Turns and runs it through the centre circle over halfway. Past the left-hand side to Jadon Anthony. Looking to run it up to about 25 yards from the Wolves goal. Being shown in field by Abbey. Trying to switch the play, but Edwards slipped, and that'll be a Wolves throw. And here come a couple more changes for Burnley.
Double substitution for the Clarets, replacing number 19, Zian Fleming. It's number 35, Ashley Barnes. And replacing number 11, Jadon Anthony. Is number 7, Jakob Brun-Larsen.
Ashley Barnes is on. And an ominous feeling breaks out in the press box.
Yeah, I've just said to you there, he always scores against us. I didn't realise he was still playing for him, so I thought he'd left.
So final few minutes of the season. Can Wolves force a winner and get their first away win of the campaign? Hugo Bueno down the left-hand side. Leaves it for Hwang. Have a ball infield to Mane. Flicked around the corner to Hugo Bueno. His shot was charged down. Andre couldn't quite take it in his stride, and Tuanzebe got it clear. Barnes trying to hold it up. Support coming from Brun-Larsen. Just onto the field of play. Infield to Edwards. Andre tried to hold him up. Lucas Perez. Wide out to the left-hand side to Amdouni. Rather ran into Jerome Abbey. We've got the ball clear. Humphreys carrying it forwards down the left-hand side for Burnley. On to Lucas Perez. Cross charge down by Pedro Lima at the expense of a Burnley throw. 4 minutes remain of the 90. Here's Ward-Prowse to Kyle Walker, just to the right of the centre circle. Helped out further wide to Edwards. Back to Walker, into the centre circle to Tuanzebe. Humphreys wide left for Lucas Perez. Humphreys now to Ward-Prowse, closed down by Mane. Ups it around the corner to Tuanzebe. It's been urged to shoot as he carries it to the midway point of the Wolves half. There's 10 yards to his right hand side to Walker. Burnley just keeping hold of possession. They're not going anywhere at the moment. Wolves are not too keen to come out and try and win the ball back. Humphreys wide to Lucas Perez. Not 30 yards from goal. No real option. Has to go in field to Tuanzebe.
Yeah, Wolves are doing pretty well, just making them go across the field rather than through them. They've done that pretty well. They're playing deep. They're just inside their penalty box. But just need to be careful.
Lucas Perez. Jakob Brun-Larsen cutting in from the left-hand side on his right foot. Charged down by Mosquera. Mane to Hwang. Clever early ball from Hwang. Mane up over the halfway line. Tracked by Ward-Prowse. Keeping hold of the ball. Oh, he's trying to turn out of trouble. It's going to be a Wolves throw. Palace thought they had a late equaliser against Arsenal, but the goal's been overturned. It is only 2-0 West Ham, by the way. That
That's the
goal went in my system 4 times. We've rectified it now.
When I looked at it, it was still 2-0. I think
Here's Mane. Mane striking from the edge of the box and high and wide. Just wriggled his way free, found a pocket of space, and he's come very close to winning the game.
Well, he had the keeper stretching, didn't he? Oh, yeah, I'm just watching the strike again. It's definitely worried the keeper.
This is Premier League technology, Tomo. We just don't need it. Get rid. West Ham leading 2-0. Still potentially a farewell goal for Bowen. They're in 8 minutes of time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Here's Marcus Edwards for Burnley. Switch to Lucas Perez. Heads to the penalty area, striking. Did that deflect? It did.
Yeah.
It's a corner.
Well, I think the deflection just took a little bit of the sting out of it. I know it's took it over the bar. But because of how deep we are, we're just miles off them. Too much time and space. 5 yards outside our box with the shooting.
Ward-Prowse for the corner. Right-footed from the left-hand side. Last 30 seconds of the 90. It's deep towards the far post. Mosquera went up to challenge with Brun Larsen. It's another Burnley corner. We're going to get 6 minutes being added on. Ward-Prowse right-footed from the right-hand side this time. High hanging delivery. Tolu climbs highest to head the ball away. Confirmation, 6 to play. Edwards delivery in, round the far post, and Sarr saves it again.
And that was Ashley Barnes there as well? Wow.
Barnes arriving 3 yards out, beyond the far post, just tried to turn it back in field. Sarr closed him down. Burnley get on with the corner quickly. Ward-Prowse's delivery. Sarr's come and punched it clear. Edwards, right-hand side of the penalty area. Up against Mosquera. Threads it through to Humphreys. Cross in, parried away by Sarr and hoofed clear by Totti.
Sarr's kept us in this game, hasn't he? He's had some great saves. Yeah, because they've just got us at the moment. They're pinning us back. Just got to try and get away with it. Just get out there. But they've just stuck everybody up front straight in their penalty area now. And as I say that, they've just
waste the ball all the way through for a goal kick.
Yeah.
So it's finished between Brighton and Man United. Man United won 3-0 there. We're still playing here. Man City have equalised against Villa. 2-2 there. City thought they'd won it late on in Pep's final game, but decision no goal. Walker wins the ball in the air ahead of Hwang, but Hwang gets a touch to it. Tolu for Hwang, threaded on. Here's Lima. Goalkeeper comes out to him and it bounced off Lima and it's goal kick.
It was just probably half a yard too much for him. But a great run, great play, good ball from Hwang. And Lehman, I thought, was going to get onto it, but it was just that fraction away from him.
4 minutes of the season to play here at Turf Moor. Burnley 1, Wolves 1. A Wolves goal now is not only the first away win of the season, it would lift Wolves off the bottom of the table at Burnley's expense. Come on, Wolves, give us one moment. Oh, Barnes and Mosquera getting into each other. And then Barnes has pushed Santi down. Tempers flaring in the heat and sunshine of Turf Moor. Referee going to check on Santi. Wants a word with Mosquera, Walker and Barnes. So Mosquera and Barnes went up. Barnes stayed down. He got up. He was having a bit with Mosquera, and then he put his arm up into the face of Santi. There's a yellow card for Barnes.
Well, I'm sure that he's hearing from his VAR as well. So he's gone into a pocket. No. I think he's the yellow cards. 2 yellow cards just going to be the ones that it is. I was giving a free kick to Burnley as well, isn't it? Well, the West Ham game's over. That's 3-0 to West Ham.
It's also finished at Sellers Park. The champions have won 2-1 against Crystal Palace.
And they're still playing at Tottenham.
Not enough, though, is it, for West Ham?
No.
Think of all the W derbies next year. With Wrexham and West Brom, West Ham and Wolves. Ward-Prowse lifting the ball forwards. Barnes heads it back into the penalty area. Andre gets the loose ball. Still got 90 seconds to play. Clever ball over the halfway line for Hee-Chan Hwang. Kyle Walker getting back with him. Hwang able to turn back in field. Fed it on to Abbey. Wide for Lima. Low cross in. Oh, and turned away. And now the offside flag goes up.
Well, he looked offside about 15 minutes ago, it seems like.
Fulham have beaten Newcastle by 2-0. Into the final minute here at Turf Moor. Loose ball forwards by Lucas Pires. Mosquera across in front of Brun Larsen. Clears it back downfield. Bashir Humphries heads it off Tolu. And a Burnley throw. 30 seconds of the season to go. Humphries to Ward-Prowse. Long ball forwards. Brun Larsen miscontrolled, thankfully. Mane onto Hwang. Is there one last moment for Wolves? Hugo Bueno's cross, nobody there. And it rather sums it up. Still we play. Barnes, foul by Santi. We're in added time of added time as Walker plays the ball wide on the halfway line to Edwards. Then closed down by Hee-Chan Hwang. Forced in field. There's Jakob Brun Larsen down the left-hand side, up against Pedro Lima. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Trying to cut back on his right foot. Pull back to Ward-Prowse. Now Brun Larsen again. Dummy to cross, now does so with his left foot, comes all the way through to Walker. Walker's cross is blocked by Hugo Bueno. And that's it. The season comes to an end. 8 glorious years in the Premier League comes to an end for Wolverhampton Wanderers. A glorious adventure that saw 7th place finishes, European qualification, an FA Cup semi-final, a European quarter-final. So many special, wonderful memories that will last a lifetime. And the challenge now for this great football club is to make sure that we are back amongst the elite of English football in a year's time.
Yeah, so it's come to an end with a draw here. After that first half, we're thinking we're going to get off the bottom of the table. Unfortunately, conceded early on in that second half. But look, the second half was an open game for both teams. saw some great saves from him, kept us in the game. We had a couple of chances as well, but probably you'd just say that a draw was probably a fair result. But another year out of the Premier League now we've got with the Championship coming up for next year. And I'm just hoping that we can compete and battle and get ourselves back up into this Premier League.
Yeah, Wolves hit the post in the first half. Burnley hit the post in the second. Max Weiss made stunning stop to deny Santi in that first period. Sarr made a couple of really impressive ones to deny Burnley in the second. Across the balance of it, you'd say these two already relegated sides, nobody really deserved to lose. And the battle between these two will go on. Both will be highly fancied for promotion next season. But a lot's going to have to change.
Well, there's going to be a lot of comings and goings in the summer, isn't that? So Wolves need to recruit, need to make sure that we get the players that we need to get ourselves out of this Championship for next year. And that's going to be something that they're going to have to definitely sort out. And already I think Rob is looking at so that players, Andre's already signed up, which is great. Because again, it just shows you what he wants to do with this club. It shows you that he wants to compete in the Championship, which is absolutely brilliant. But we've got to make sure that we recruit. We've got to make sure we've got the right players for next year.
Yeah, there are green shoots. I know it doesn't always feel like it in a season that's seen so many lows and sorrows. But the emergence of Mateus Mane, a fully fit Rodrigo Gomez should fly in the Championship. Hugo Bueno had a good year. Santi, a standout. For some, this will be the end of the road, and we thank them for their service and their part in the glorious history of this wonderful football club. As Jose Sarr goes over to the away end to throw his gloves into the stand. Whether this is the end for him, it may well be.
He's off to the World Cup though, isn't he? So with Portugal, but
his boots are going in the stand as well.
Everything. At the end of the day, so it's football. There's coming and goings in the league. And that's just what happens in the game of football, that players come and go, things change. So it's going to be a massive, massive summer for us about getting it right. And Rob's got to get it right. And we'll not have you next year, mate.
No. And I've got to say, thank you to you for being with me for so long. Over a decade together. I think you and I have been together longer than we've been with our partners.
It is, yeah, it's true.
I mean it genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
It's been great, mate. I've enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure every game.
Had to have somebody to take the mick out of. As the players stand in front of the away end, taking the applause and applauding the supporters. And each and every one of you, whether you've been here in the stadiums, whether you've been listening to us around the world, being part of the community that we call Wolverhampton Wanderers. Some are lucky enough to be at games, some can't make it for differing reasons, but we all feel it deep down in our souls, and it's been painful.